Hello guys, Christian here. Today it's time for another setup sheet tutorial. So in this tutorial I have a request from a friend of mine on LinkedIn about how he can change an existing setup sheet template. So the request was very easy. This is the template. How can I change the logo of the company, the setup sheet name, the program number, if I can add here another variable who can show me the maximum depth, and the programmer name. Another question was how can I add to my template some new views, like let's say for example this one. The first is an isometric view and the second one it's a top view. Okay, as I mentioned in my earlier tutorials, I use for editing setup sheets in CAMWorks Notepad++. It's a free application. You can download it from the internet. Usually the setup sheets in CAMWorks are located on the CAMWorks data folder, CAMWorks x64 setup sheet template mil. So the existing template which my friends want to modify is the middle tooling one. So I will open now CAMWorks. I have a simple part and use generate setup sheet, use this template middle tooling, hit OK. So this is the template, the original template delivered on a CAMWorks installation. Right here on the left, I want to add a logo, change the name from Geometric Americas. Here I want to add the program number, the programmer name, a list of tools. Somewhere here I want to add the maximum depth, and in the end 2 new views. So let's start. Open again Notepad++ and let's start with the first task, how to add the company logo's name. So if you want to add a company logo, just use this line, image search, the path of the logo, and save your company's logo in a new folder. I just created a new folder under the mil folder, which is named logo, and this is the name of course, CAMWorks. And for the setup sheet, let's just scroll back, and here, where you can find Geometric Americas, just type setup sheet. Setup sheet LinkedIn. Don't forget to save it, and let's move on with the other requests. Okay, so I resolved the logo, the setup sheet name, the program number, and the programmer. Let's separate these two variables because the programmer name and the program number can be controlled by the posting tab. So if you have a post processor which have in the posting tab these two variables, which is called program number and programmer, setup sheet in CAMWorks can show you the variables defined in the posting tab. So this is one way to resolve this issue. If you have only one CNC programmer, you can change the name of the programmer manually, and every time you generate this new setup sheet, you will have the same programmer name. You can modify it from here, scroll down, and here in the programmer just type your name. As for the program number, I will advise you to use the parameters under the posting tab in the post processor, and you can show all these parameters in the setup sheet. I will show you later on how to add this. And how can this parameter, which is called on this template, which is showed on my display, which is from another tutorial, how can I change this parameter from cut amount from maximum depth? Okay, so if you use this mill tooling template, my advice for you is not to use the maximum depth, because the maximum depth in CAMWorks is related to these parameters from feature, options, machining depth. So my advice is to use another template and choose in the table this machining depth. But I will show you how to use it also on this template. So just scroll down in this area, and in this area I just modified one of the existing variables to machining depth, and you need to tell the setup sheet which is the variables from the CAMWorks. So the variable from CAMWorks for machining depth is this one, relation mark depth. So every column in the setup sheet template needs to have a variable from CAMWorks, and all the variables are here. So just save, and just right now let's try to use this template for the first time. I will advise you to save a copy of this template. I use this mill tooling Christian, so I will use now this new template, and you will see the difference. So the logo, the setup sheet name, the programmer, and these are the groups of variables from the posting tab. This is the new machining depth. But I will advise you again to use the machining depth when you have a template which is something like this one, because here you have the operation, the tool for this operation, and in every operation you will have a maximum depth. Okay, so right now I have only one request about the views, about how can I add these two views. It's very simple. Just scroll back at the end of the template and just add these two new views. Just let me tell you, these views are SolidWorks images. So you have front view and isometric view. And right now, if you open this and add it to your template, you will have these two new views in your template. And again, just scroll up. So I tell you about this program number. So this program number, it's related to the posting tab. So my advice is to use all this posting tab in the setup sheet. It's much easier. So the command line in Notepad++ is this one. And here you can use all the posting tab, all the posting variables you have on your posts. Again, I refer to this. So let's change here the number and generate another setup sheet with this template, mill tooling, and right now the result is this one. In the beginning, it may seem like it's very hard, but if you watch again this tutorial and look at your templates, trust me, it is very easy. Of course, if you need help, just feel free to ask me on my LinkedIn or YouTube channel. Thank you for your attention. Bye.